bought me a pet for Christmas, and I've never ever bought anybody a pet for Christmas. So when you think about that sticker, a pet is for life, not just for Christmas, do people still buy pets just for Christmas or as a present? Do you come across that as a vet?
Well, it's funny, Huey, because I think we are seeing that a little bit less. But having said that, I was reading an article the other day that was saying, I think something like 16-20% of all pet purchases are due to child pester power. It's like oh, please, mummy, buy me a puppy. And, it's a wonderful thing to have a puppy. As you know, I now have my 5-month-old Bella bouncing around the house, causing chaos. Wonderful, but it needs planning and preparation. And I would be very surprised in January if Alan doesn't have to field some questions on my new puppy is chewing up the house. That's or, right, is eating the sofa or, the Christmas decorations. But, that's the thing. If it's done with good forward planning, then what a wonderful Christmas present. But it isn't something that you want to buy as a surprise. The response, might not be quite what you're expecting, from your other half or from your kids. So, talk about it first.
And you do have to think about the long-term cost, don't you? Because, there's the food, there's all the other things that we've talked about, there's insurance, so you really do have to plan ahead and look at the cost of looking after your pet.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of practices now do VIP plans or practice plans where, you can buy all your sort of flea, worm vaccines in advance for a year, or you can pay a sort of monthly direct debit.
Right.
So you can sort of spread the cost to sort of help you with that. But people are really surprised often by just how much it costs. You've got to have 2 rounds of vaccines to start. Like you say, you've got your worm, your flea treatment, your pet insurance, and it all adds up. It's, so just be prepared for that cost.
That's right. And then the other sad thing that often we see kind of end of January, beginning of February on the news is when we see the animal sanctuaries that seems to have taken in quite an up intake in pets over the Christmas period.
Yeah, it's very sad, isn't it? And I think we can all agree that if we can avoid that, then that would be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it? So that's the message really, is if you're going to have a pet for Christmas, maybe think about, sort of put a lot of planning into it, and a lot of thought into it first. Maybe leave it till January. Christmas is a stressful time for many. Certainly my military planning for Christmas has begun now, so maybe, chucking a brand new puppy into the mix might be a bit much.
That's right. Yeah. So remember the sticker. A dog or whatever pet is for life, not just for Christmas. Well, Ian, as always, a pleasure to see you. We're back together in 2014 in January.
My goodness, and I'd just like to wish a happy Christmas to all your listeners and a very happy new year. Yes. And we'll see what the collateral pet damage is in January.
We will. And hopefully, as we said, we shall have a Ros with us from Lytham, from Vet Plus, is it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And Alan
McFarlane, our local animal behaviourist, will be able to help you with all your new puppy problems.
Brilliant. So all that's coming in January. So you two have a nice Christmas, peaceful New Year too.
You
Everybody
too,
at both pet practices here in Preston and in Fleetwood, and to the family.
Absolutely.
So I shall see you in January.
Yeah.